Hello everybody and welcome to Red Bull LP. Now today I'm doing more of a serious video, which is admittedly really rare on my channel. I like doing funny, crazy, stupid things, and that's really particular in Tf2 and CSGO. Everything else is like, meh, I don't know. Now, as many of you guys already know, Scout is my main, and that's what this video is about today. I'm talking about tips and tricks on how to get good at Scout, that are best sensitivity, and great loadouts you can use, or the best loadout you can use. Just gonna do a quick little summary on the Scout, just in case you guys are new at the game, or you never play Scout. Scout is really fast and small, and he has a lot less health than everybody else. He has the same amount of health as the Spy, and I think the Sniper, I'm not exactly sure, but he's on the front lines while Spy can quickly escape and has multiple ways to escape damage, and the Sniper's at the very edge of the map, so you're never gonna... It's not the same play style. Now, I'm going to talk about sensitivity. Sensitivity is really important to the Scout. Lower sensitivity is better than higher sensitivity, mostly because the quickest way to get kills is with you strafing and using your A and D keys and lining up your cursor and getting kills. And you don't need high sensitivity. In fact, if you have high sensitivity, you're going to be looking all over the map really fast, really frantically, and it'll be really hard for you to lock onto a target. Now, because you're not going to be relying on the mouse that much to get kills, a lower sensitivity is the best idea. Now the best all-around, actually I would say all-around great sensitivity for Scout is anywhere from 3 to 6. Now this is in-game sensitivity, so it's not your computer sensitivity, it's all in-game. Now what I use is anywhere from 5 to 6. Now that's just because I like the off class to Pyro and Soldier, and 5 is really low for Soldier, but it's still manageable, and Spy is still good with that too. So that's why I like to play it, and my computer sensitivity is 600 DPI, which is dots per inch, I think. However, really guys, with sensitivity, it's just a matter of sensitivity that you're comfortable with and can play with and be effective with. So that's what I suggest for you guys. Anywhere from 3 to 6.5 is probably the best in-game sensitivity. Now I'm gonna go to loadouts, because before I can say tips and tricks, you gotta have a decent loadout. Now the best loadout, I would think unanimously throughout the entire TF2 community, would be the default scattergun, which I guess you could be strange, but it's still a scattergun. Because it has 6 shots, and that's the biggest clip size of all the scatterguns. And you can get those out, you can shoot people a lot faster, and you can be a lot more effective with that than, let's say, the backscatter, which is very situational, by the way, and the Force of Nature, which is also very situational, and they have smaller clip sizes than the default scattergun. So why not use the scattergun, where you can get 6 shots instead of the backscatter's 4 and the Force of Nature's 2. That way, reloading isn't as much of a hassle, and you're not going to have to reload every 2 shots, and if you're reloading and an enemy finds you, you're at a huge disadvantage, and say goodbye to your life, because you're going to die. Now, for the secondary, I would just say the pistol. The pistol's probably the best, because it really helps if your scattergun's out of ammo. You can just do 24 damage per shot, even from close to medium range, and it's really, really helpful if you're out of ammo and you're in a really tight situation and you're gonna die. So I would use that. And the melee weapon, really, it's up to you. I use the Freedom Staff because it's hilarious. You hit someone, they die, you can yell freedom, you can say get freedom, whatever, and then I also use the Boston Basher, and the Boston Basher is really good in professional games too, because you can help your medic build Uber, and that's very, very important, just to fix it, or balance out the teams if you're at an Uber disadvantage, so why not, right? So that's what I would say. Scattergun, pistol, and whatever melee weapon you want. If you're playing casual and if you're playing competitive, use the Boston Basher. Might as well build that Uber as soon as you can, right? And finally, tips and tricks for Scout. Tips and tricks are really... Scout is different, so let's just say the tips and tricks I'm gonna give you are a little bit odd to understand, but maybe you'll be able to see it in the gameplay here. So, first off, it's incredibly easy to kill a scout. Scouts can go down to stickies, pipes, flamethrowers, flares, anything basically can kill a scout really easily. So the best idea is to avoid these. And this is really easy. You just gotta keep moving. You gotta run, you gotta strafe, you gotta jump, okay? And you gotta be good at predicting enemy fire. You gotta be good at predicting shots, predicting rocket fire, flare fire, flamethrowers, really. You gotta be good at recognizing the range that all these things can hit you at effectively. And you gotta be good at dodging them. So if you see someone in a hallway and you know it's a soldier, you don't want to go in that hallway. If you know that doorway is really sticky trappable, try to go around it or try to bait the sticky trap. And if you can do that, then good job, good for you. You have successfully avoided taking needless damage, right? Now a really good thing to know is that scouts strafe, and that's how scouts get kills. Scouts will strafe around and line up their cursor or their crosshair with the enemy's torso, body, as close as you can get to. You want to get as close and do as much damage as you can, and you want to strafe. So use your A and D keys as well as your space to jump and use that, because you want to be as fast and as quick as possible, and you want to make it as hard for the enemy to hit you. Also be aware of where the enemy can see. If you run at an enemy from the front, you are most likely going to die, because a heavy can see in front of him, and the heavy has a big gun that shoots a lot of bullets. If you run at a sniper, I don't know how many times I've killed scouts running straight at me. It is very easy to kill a scout running straight at you. Any class, especially pyros and soldiers and demos, will have a very easy time killing you if you run straight at them. Now, if you go from the sides, above, the behind, your chances of killing them increase drastically, because now you are harder to hit. They will have no idea if you're behind them, and if you jump over their heads, it makes it very difficult, and it's really great to do that. Now, even if you come from behind a heavy can go down to a scout in 2 to 3 shots if he is close enough and he gets enough body damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a bunch of tips and tricks and things that you should know if you're playing Scout. So I'm going to leave you guys here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.